Hey guys, it's Evan, and today I'm back with another Lego set. So if you guys don't know, I'm a big video game fan. I love Nintendo and I love like retro games. So this is the Nintendo NES, but in Legos. So I, never played on this console because, that was my dad's kind of era of console. Now I just play on the computer. But, the NES, I love retro stuff. So having the NES console and like a TV just like play the game on is pretty cool. This is set 71374 and it is 2,646 pieces. And it's also for ages 18 and up. So, am I a bit young to build this? Yes. Can I build this? Maybe. So here's the back of the box. It kind of just gives you information about what everything is. Like this is the controller, this is the TV. So this says insert game pack. You can actually put the game into the console, so that's pretty cool. There's a life-size controller. There's the old school rolling mechanism. So if you guys don't know, the old games were side scrollers. So you kind of just move left to right and like you can move this. And we also have the Mario starter pack, which you can use to make the sounds. So the TV is 8.9 inches tall and 9.4 inches wide. And the console is 2.8 inches tall and 8.1 inches wide. And the controller, it's small. And I actually have one of the old controllers, which I'll compare later. It doesn't come with any minifigures, but it does come with this little Mario, which you can kind of move up and down. All right, let's open this up and see what we get. All right, so the first thing you get in here is like this big box, and the bags are behind it. So I'm guessing in here is either the TV or just like the console, and the rest are the bags for everything else. Here's bag 11, bag 21, bag 20,
bag 8, bag 19, bag 10, bag 10, bag 13, bag 12, bag 16, bag 20, bag 15, bag 9, bag 18, bag 19, bag 16, this like black little tube rope thingy, bag 17, and bag 14.
So it looks like we're gonna have to open up this box to get the rest of our pieces. I guess this tube was for the controller, so not wireless.
Alright, what do we got in here? Bag 3, bag 7, bag 6, bag 2, instruction booklets, bag Uno, bag 7, another bag 7, bag 4, bag 5, a base plate, and like another gray tube. So we get 2 instruction booklets, one to build the console and the other the TVs. And we also got some stickers.
Okay, here's everything we got. Let's go. Okay guys, so here it is, the Nintendo Entertainment System and the TV. I actually had fun building this. It was kind of interesting. There was even like a little secret Easter egg while I was building this that I didn't notice until I was like halfway done with it. So I'll show you guys where that is. It's pretty cool. Let's start off with the system itself right here. So to start, I guess I'm just gonna go kind of all the way around and then we're gonna see what's inside of it. So right here it says Nintendo Entertainment System. It has a power button and a reset button. You can't actually press the buttons down. They're solid pieces. So I don't have much experience with the system. My dad does have one, but we cannot find it. But we did find the controller. So there's like a reset button. I guess that just restarted the whole thing. That's kind of interesting. But right here is the cord. You can just plug it in right here. Player 1, player 2. There's 2 slots. So if you wanted to buy like 2 of these sets, you can plug in 2 controllers. But it's really easy. You just like snap it right in there and it just stays right there. You can lift up the door here and then insert the cartridge. And speaking of the cartridge, it's from the Mario Bros game. It has like the same box art. I think this is the one that came with the system originally. This cartridge is a lot skinnier than the actual cartridges are, but it looks pretty authentic. First thing I noticed is like this little like inner part. I don't know why, I just remember that. You can just like plop that right in and then you push it down all the way so it snaps and closes back up. There's like a little wedge piece to catch it and then you push it down again and it just like slides off. So if you want to remove it, you just hit it again, goes back up, slide it out. Right here, there's a audio thing, so you can plug in headphones and listen to that.
No, it's to plug it into the TV.
Oh, well, apparently it's to plug it into the TV. They have an audio and video output, so you have to put 2 plugs into that TV, the very old one. It doesn't have stereo, it just has like 1 audio little thingy. On the back, there's like a channel selector and a power button. Some other little input devices there. I guess they're just there to be authentic. Here's a look at the bottom of it. Right here, there's like this little expansion port. I don't really know what went in there, and I don't think my dad does either. The real one came with a gun, but the gun just put into the controller, so I don't really know. So here's where the Easter egg is. You can actually lift this up, and what do you guys think this is? If you know, you know. I actually started building it, and then once I got to this section right here, I was like, oh, that's what that is. I'm pretty sure they didn't have this inside the actual system, but it's the second underground level from the original Mario Bros. And you can tell by, you know, the blue color scheme, you got the blocks there. There's like the little elevator things you have to jump on. I knew because of this tube right here. So most people when they're playing this, they just go through the tube, go back up. But if you went on like this elevator thing, you could jump up here and then like you're off screen and then you can go in it. So it's like a little secret. But yeah, I think it's cool. It's like they got like a little mini structure. Up here we have like a little ventilation. It's kind of interesting how they did it. It's just like a bunch of these like square pieces. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty authentic. I think it's a bit smaller than the actual one. Now I'm gonna show you guys the controller. So as you guys can see, the wire, it's like a tube piece. It goes right in there. You'd actually have to disassemble the whole thing to get it out. So right here are like the A and B button. So here's a flat plate and it has like the Nintendo logo on it. It's actually not a sticker. It's printed right here on this flat piece, the start and select button. There's another printed piece right there, but this is the kind of part that I found interesting. They had, you know, the little D-pad, but around it is these little pieces that have the outlines on it. So it makes like another outline. And this one we can compare to the real thing because we found it. Here it is right here. Look at it. This one's a bit more yellowish. It probably was this color one day, but it's kind of old. This thing's older than me, and that's kind of weird to think about. Let's check the size. And hey, look at that. The size, it's like exactly the same size if you like line them up. So they actually got this one down on point. The only difference is like this one's a bit more like rounder, but like that makes sense because Legos aren't circle. It looks like the D-pad on the Lego is a bit bigger than this one. These buttons like are more flat, like these ones are kind of different, and then these buttons are smaller. So it looks like Lego made all their buttons a bit larger. I noticed this too. They tried to recreate this with it. It doesn't really look the same, but like, you know, they have to make it actually work. So I think they did a pretty good job with this. It matches like all the colors, all the features, and it's, you know, a pretty good, cool, you know, looking Lego replica. But, you know, you can't play the games without the TV. And that's why right here, we got the big boy TV. I don't know much about these TVs. I've never actually seen one, so I don't even know how they work. So I'm gonna have my dad go ahead and review the TV. I will be back. Dad!
Okay guys, I am back to give you guys all the info on this cool little TV here that the kids know nothing about. I of course grew up with these TVs. I actually played Nintendo on a TV just like this, so let's get into it. So before we get to the coolest part, which is the screen, let's go over the outside of this TV. This of course is a CRT TV, also known as a tube TV. When the kids were born, we were already doing plasma and flat screen TVs, so they actually never saw a TV like this. So to start off, it comes on this 4-leg stand. You have to be careful because it doesn't actually attach to the TV. It just kind of rests on top. So if you're gonna be picking this up, you wanna make sure you grab it from the bottom as well. That way you take the legs with it. If you just grab it from the top, it just comes right off. There are no studs to hold it in place. It kind of just slots in there. Okay guys, so here we are looking at the back of the TV. Over here we've got the audio and video inputs. A lot of these old tube televisions didn't actually have these RCA inputs. Instead, they had an RF input, which I think is represented right here with this gray barrel. And you would attach a coax cable to that. So I guess this TV isn't that low tech because it does have these inputs. Then we have some more ventilation here. Right here in the middle is our only sticker for this portion of the set. It says low tech 1310 color TV receiver, model DM71374, which is the Lego model number. And then we have the serial number AP040177. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm sure it's some sort of Easter egg, maybe April 1st, 1977. Is that a significant date? Maybe when Nintendo was created? I'm not really sure. I was alive in 1977, but too young to play video games. If you guys want to pause that and you guys know what those numbers mean, leave a comment down below and let us know what they are. Then on this side, we've got a couple holes and then this little black device. I'm thinking this is where the power goes. I'm not too sure what these two holes are. Up here we have the antenna, so you can move it all the way around to make sure you get the best reception for those 3 channels that you can watch. Then on this side we have a little clip, and when you're not using the antenna, you can just clip it into place. So there's nothing on this side of the TV, but on this side we have the little winch right here, and if you turn it, something magical happens. And that, of course, is the game. So you can actually play the first level, or at least part of the first level of Super Mario Brothers. There's Goombas, Koopa, a pizza mushroom, pretty cool and pretty low tech. So I'll open this up and show you guys how this all works in a bit. Up in the top right corner, we've got the 3 colors to show you that this is a color TV, and then we have the channel selector. We can turn that. We have a button that lets us select between the UHF and VHF channels. Beneath that, we have our power switch that says on and off. And then below that, we have 3 control knobs. The first one for volume, the second one for brightness, and the third for contrast. These are Lego pieces, so you can turn these knobs. Of course, they're not going to do anything. Over on this side, we've got some more ventilation because these TVs did get pretty hot and we needed a way to get that hot air out of the box. It looks like we've got more of a square screen right here. It does have some nice curved edges in there and a nice gray border. Of course, on the front, it does say low tech right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys how Mario works. So here we have the ever so scary, lifeless Lego Mario. All we have to do is remove this top panel right here. And as you can see, we have a little barcode and a place for Mario to stand. And Mario has a light and a camera in there, so he can read this barcode, and he can also read the colors that appear in this little window. Alright, so that's pretty cool. If you guys want these sound effects, you have to purchase Mario here separately. If you guys want to know about the Lego Mario Starter Course, make sure to check out our video on that. We'll leave a link to that in the description down below. So let's show you guys some of the inner workings of this. We just have to remove the front panel, which comes apart pretty easily. There's not much holding it in place. There are just a couple jumpers on the side and these 4 studs on the bottom on each side. And then we can get a good look at how this thing works. So a lot of this build is putting on these tiles, and there are a lot of little small tiles. So over here on this side, we have this arm, not much mechanical about this, and Mario here is on this transparent piece that just kind of goes with gravity. Then Mr. Flat Mario here, he just attaches to that piece. The piece there is not big enough to fall in that hole right here, so he is safe from falling into any pits. And he also cannot go onto some of those top levels, like right here. He cannot get that star unless you cheat and push him up there while it's advancing. And then he can get it. I guess he can die, because that circular piece cannot fit in that space. So Mario is actually stuck here unless you pull him off and drop him back down. And while we have this TV opened up, I'll show you guys some of the mechanics in here. So here we have this little tube that comes up. I think I've seen this tube in the Lamborghini set. If you guys want to see that, stay tuned. It's coming up pretty soon. I just need to edit it. So this is the little thing that makes the noise. And there's a little blue piece in there to prevent you from turning the knob all the way around. So it stops on one side, and and then stops on the other. And with the top of the TV removed, we can see all these colors. And of course, each of these colors means a different thing to Lego Mario. And then when they go in front of his sensor, he plays a different sound. Then inside, we can see all these mechanical elements. That piece way back there is what prevents you from going backwards. Here's a look at the arm. As you can see, it's just kind of attached there. Okay guys, so that was a look at the TV. Let's get Evan back in here to finish up this video.
Okay guys, so there you have it, the Lego Nintendo Entertainment System. Overall, I really like this, you know, because like I like that kind of old retro video game type stuff. And the fact that they made like this replica, you know, it looked good on a shelf. You can go flex that I actually have an NES now. Do I have an NES? No. I actually want to see if someone can like mod, like combine a real NES with this Lego one and make it work. If someone could do that, that'd be cool. But before we end it, I want to show you guys this guy. This guy's on my shelf. If you see my gaming setup tour, this is Rob the Robot. He came with the NES, the Robotic Operating Buddy. He came with this game called Gyromite, and apparently my dad told me it was really hard. I just know Rob because I played as him in Smash Bros. So it'd be cool if Nintendo actually made Rob as like a replica or a set. All right, thanks for watching. Subscribe with notifications on, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.